And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verses 9 through 12.
It was only a few months ago that Emma's dad had married Cynthia in their huge backyard in Ohio. You like Cynthia, don't you?
She's okay, I guess.
I know she can never take Mom's place, but
I'll never love her like Mom.
just give her a chance. Okay, honey? It hadn't been too bad at first. I mean, between soccer and choir and her friends, Emma could pretty much ignore Cynthia until her dad took her rock climbing at the Y just after Thanksgiving. Hey, you know how Cynthia grew up in Germany? Well, now her company's sending her there for 2 years.
Oh, wow. I guess you'll miss her.
Emma tried not to grin. With Cynthia gone, it would be just her and her dad, like it was before. Honey, we're going too. To Germany. Emma's fingers tightened to keep her from plunging to the floor.
To Germany?
I'm a writer. I can do that anywhere. And we're enrolling you in an international school right after Christmas. So less than a month later, here Emma was in Germany. She cracked open the window and craned her neck to see the spires of cathedrals and castles she couldn't name as the frosty air bit her nose. A bit of song drifted up from the street. She thought about her grandparents at home putting up their Christmas tree without her.
Won't you have some hot cocoa?
And her best friends, Lindy and Joy, putting on their Christmas play for the neighborhood without her.
Okay, take it from the top.
And Emma had no one but a city full of strange people. She scowled and muttered under her breath.
It's all Cynthia's fault.
Emma decided that she could never love Cynthia now. Never. She leaned further out the window and saw lights twinkling in the dusk. Then, she felt a hand on her shoulder. Whirling around, she saw Cynthia standing right behind her.
That's the Christkindlmarkt. It means Christmas market.
I don't need to learn German.
The Christmas market used to be my very favorite thing when I was a girl. Come, I'll take you.
Emma set her jaw and shook her head. But across the room, Dad muted his cell phone.
Hey, I'm on a conference call, honey. You go on with Cynthia.
Sighing, Emma tugged on her jacket and hat and set out into the crunchy snow with Cynthia. A group of girls about Emma's age giggled as they walked past, and one of them smiled and waved. But Emma just kept her head down.
You'll have to try some Lebkuchen. That's gingerbread.
Emma didn't respond. But as they approached the market stalls crowding the city square, the amazing smells of gingerbread and roast chestnut crept out to meet them.
Oh, there's the Tannenbaum.
Emma gasped as she caught sight of a huge Christmas tree covered with lights and intricate carved stars rising 50 feet above them.
Oh, it's beautiful.
At the base of the tree, Emma spied a real live camel and some sheep.
I saw one of those in Columbus. It's a live nativity.
She darted forward, Cynthia hurrying to catch up. There were more animals, cows, and a donkey. Emma saw Mary and Joseph huddled together around a wooden manger, acting out the Christmas story from the Bible.
Would you like me to tell you what they're saying? No, I know the whole story.
Emma watched, enthralled, as Mary cradled the tiny baby.
It's a real baby.
Then ragged shepherds arrived. One even carried a real lamb. Joy filled their faces when they saw the infant.
Oh, look! That sheep just licked the baby.
The wise men came next, their rich robes bright in the candlelight as they led their grumbling camel.
Ugh, I hope it doesn't spit.
Each wise man knelt before the baby, offering a gift and speaking in words that Emma couldn't understand.
They're treating him like a real king. Like God's son.
A lady in a red coat approached, handing out printed cards.
Is this June? No?
Emma started to shake her head, but then she took a card anyway, and suddenly, she was curious. Swallowing, she turned to Cynthia.
What do the words say?
It's about the live nativity. Some verses, I think.
From the Bible?
1 John, let's see. Darin ist die Liebe Gottes zu uns. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. Is that all? Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. If we love one another, God lives in us, and His love is made complete in us. I haven't heard that before. It's beautiful.
The lamplight softened Cynthia's sharp face as Emma nodded slowly. Somehow she'd forgotten. Christmas wasn't supposed to be about friends and having things the way she wanted them to be. It was about God showing His love by giving Himself. She frowned, trying to make sense of it.
I guess it's like God loves other people through us. I never thought about it that way.
Emma cast a side glance at Cynthia.
Me neither. I thought you either loved someone or you didn't.
And that's when it hit her. She didn't need to make herself love Cynthia or all the new people in Germany. She just had to allow God to show His love through her. She took a deep breath.
Cynthia, how do you say Merry Christmas in German? Fröhliche Weihnachten. Fröhliche Weihnachten. Yeah, that's good.
The group of girls they'd passed earlier squeezed by again in the crowd. This time, Emma gave a little smile and waved.
Fröhliche Weihnachten.
Cynthia held out her hand as the crowd threatened to separate them. Emma hesitated for a moment, and then she took Cynthia's hand.
So could we try some gingerbread? Of course.
And even though it was freezing outside, Emma began to feel warm inside. True, she was in a strange place, but there was a whole new world out there, just waiting for her to show God's love.